What's up? think they see us?
It's some weird transaction.
We got a
Transition, I mean.
we got you're on a selfie stick, and I got you. When I get the phone down after a while, I'll show you how I got you zip tied up and all that. And we're trying to talk a little louder till we get a mic so you can hear us. But welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Is that what they say?
Yeah.
YouTubers. And
what's up, YouTube?
I ain't into that. I'm not that smart. I can't talk that plain. But obviously we got Caiden in here. It's Friday night late. He works till 8 and we're in. That's pretty stuff. Yeah. Working on the front end. I got I'll show you in a little bit. We got parts for the transmission and everything. Trying to monitor the weather for a couple weeks out still. See what's going to be. If it's a decent Saturday and cold Sunday, wouldn't care to mind to go test, but we'll see. Caiden can get behind the wheel and with some other cars and see if maybe you're ready to go. You might have to roll this thing to make some fans and stuff when you roll it, jump out on the roof and everything.
Yeah, Charlie Metro.
But hang with us. We're going to get some measurements here and see what goes on. What I'm going to try to do is brace this. Go back here so you can see me. See if you can even hear me. Don't touch that though. Don't touch my selfie stick. Can you see me?
The thing's blocking.
Oh.
Yeah, I can see.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
What about right here?
Yeah, I can see the whole car. I can see everything.
Okay. All right, let's do. I gotta measure this. Give me give me a tape measure, and then I got this marker. Give me. We gotta cut this. Let's see. Here's the tape measure right here.
What else was going?
That marker. We'll measure these an inch and try to bend them. Gotta drill some holes and stuff. Let's go like, I don't need a tape measure, let's go like this. That's about an inch wide. Yeah. We need to bend them and go over here and all that stuff. So, but let's not bore them. Let's get some time lapse going. We'll be right back. What's up, guys? So you just seen I got the braces on here, got the front end, we got the front end back on. I still gotta go underneath it and brace it under here, and I gotta get my bumpers just bolt on over top of this when I get it from Al. Sorry for the camera angle. And supposed to bolt on, but probably won't. You know what I mean? We'll have to probably do something. Never. So this right here was all wadded up and wrinkled up with all this stuff here. See this corner? This was all wrinkled up, and Caiden straightened it out for us. And I would have never dreamed we could have got this front end back straight enough to run. Could you, Caiden?
No. Whenever you said you want me to flatten, I was like, what in the world?
Yeah.
I was like, I ain't gonna be able to do this.
So we flattened it out, and Caiden flattened it out, and I went over there and put that bend back in it. Right here, Caiden, at the bender.
Oh, yeah.
And it wind up perfect. And so here's a good tip on this stuff here. Take a heat gun, which I've had it on here for a day or two. Take a heat gun And cause this was all watered up, didn't double like a big L, wasn't it? All this right here. So put your C clamps on there on a flat spot, and hopefully, and Caiden been heating on it a little bit, and hopefully it'll stay. We'll see. And this right here, we just have to get it. When we get it back on, just have to see how I can get it to line up. So Caiden, this was real dirty. We didn't wash it, and I found some pretty cheap stuff for the spray. Spray on and wipe off. See here, just spray it on. It shines up just like that Lucas stuff. I think I got this at I think it's always, believe it or not, like real cheap. And we take and just that and take a rag and wipe her down. Shines pretty good, makes it slick. What's it? Nitro spray detail. That's a good cheaper way to slick up your cars. Helps with dirt and dust and stuff like the other stuff.
We're not sponsored by them, but if you'd all like to.
Yeah, we're not sponsored by them, but we shared their product, didn't we? But we gotta do this hood scoop and stuff. But anywho, so we got that. That's not cheap, by the way. We got the new bearing, goes in back here. Right there, got that, goes in. So hopefully have that. Gonna try a different right rear spring. We're gonna change that in here in a minute. We changed the left rear spring, and we'll see where it winds up. I still haven't done the shock mount yet. Caiden's still going here. Action.
Yeah.
Action. Why this is all black? Is that up from tires? It was wadded up in that tire. This was wadded up, I'm telling you. By what we just showed you, by putting the C clamps on there and heating it, that's pretty straight and usable. All right, let's see how she lines up. Caiden, give me that thing of rivets right there in that red thing. Just keep going.
Rivets. They're not cheap either.
No. Oh, I gotta take this bolt out and we'll line this back up. Let's see how she's gonna do. Just line her back up, and we'll put some. This is a makeshift for an end. Oh yeah, we'll line it back up.
Yeah,
and
won't look too bad.
I'll take this bolt out. Go ahead and get something to lay on, and 3/4 the 3/4. I'll get that, and you get something to lay on. Hold on, guys. Let's see. Let's get this thing here. Action. Go ahead. No, the bottom bolt.
Oh, bottom.
Yeah, just that one. Cause that skirt goes.
Oh, we'll strip her out.
Yeah. All right. Take over the camera. We're gonna need, if we can get a little bit bigger, we might get some camera person. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Just there's the camera roll there. Where'd my rivet gun go?
Should be
There it is.
Yep.
So let's see what we got here. So bumper, as I told you, bumper goes on outside of all this. So we're just gonna line this back up. Gosh, I can't believe it's even. Can't believe we even got it even close. Well, you did. Look at here, it's gonna line back up, and that was all just watered all up, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's not too bad. Yeah, that was.
I mean, it's not as pretty as it was when it was new, but it's gonna work to get by with. See here, everything's lined right there. Like it was. If they would have seen it after the wreck at Portsmouth, you'd have thought, Lord, this thing was junk.
I thought it was junk.
Where's that bolt?
It's right. Action.
Action go. Where is where did the big end, the impact and stuff?
Right there. Big one.
Yeah. 3 in. I'm gonna tighten this bolt back up. Just want to get that bumper. I like to keep front ends on cars, but you always say this is gonna be my year to not tear stuff up, but it's never your year to not ever tear stuff up. Just remember that in your racing world, right?
Dirt track racing is always out to get you.
Yes.
That's it.
All right, let's see. Let me move around to the front here. But it's too fun not to do. But it's way too expensive though. Right?
Yeah, well.
This is off a little, but I expected that. Expected that word.
Yeah. Don't look too bad. Look pretty good.
It's gonna be better than I ever thought it'd be. There's what it is.
Just got some battle scars on it.
Yeah. Well, just the front end though.
Yeah.
And the right rear, where I got in the loft now. What can I do here? I'll tell you what, I'm gonna try something here. Them ones. Fires in the van or in the trailer.
Yeah. This probably be edited out right here.
That's it.
I'm still recording.
Hopefully they're still with us. This is off. How'd it get? How in the world get shorter? Look, how'd it get like that? That's in the same ones.
Yeah.
See, when they get wrinkled up, that's what happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can go with it here. Looks like that though. Let's see here. What can we do? I'll think of something. We'll go to the next scene here in a second. All right, we come up with a plan to make it work. Trim some off, fold it around the edge, and put some rivets in it, and it'll work. It'll get by.
That's all we need.
That's all we need. Ain't too bad. It's on there.
Looks a lot better in person.
Yeah, it looks better. Person. We got the whole tilt thing still going. That way this side can be on the track. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. So, trying to think. Huh? What?
His glasses have been on the...
Yeah. So, hey, that ain't tight. Go ahead and it's just hand tight, or it's not even a nut on there. Go ahead and grab that thing. I was playing around with a different link spring, but I'm taking it back off. That right there. Take it back off. It ain't got a bolt on it.
Oh, okay.
Or it ain't got a nut. It's just got, hey, it's just got a bolt in it.
Oh!
Yeah, there you go.
Over and grab tools and take this off.
Set it up here. Don't mess around with our burnt parts. Take this turn around. Yeah, I do it all the time. We hit that with our heads all the time, don't we?
Yeah.
Take that clip off and take that spring out of there. So we're gonna fool around different spring rates and stuff. Go from there. But Glad the front end's back on. Get that bumper around it. You know, it's not gonna be too bad. I'll hear him. Here.
What?
I'll show you how to do that. There you go. Yeah. Now that goes. You gotta push that spring all the way up. Crammed it down. Here, I would do it. I would do it.
Oh, okay.
Just gotta go under it, but I was messing around with the longer string for some reason. I don't know why. I think it was something. Loosen this up some more. Yeah. It's off there now. You not close it?
What?
You not close it?
Yeah, I gotta show him what she's doing.
Yeah, I know. Put this spring on. We'll try it. I wasn't running that spring. I was just trying it, just seeing how the stance was, and I didn't like it. It's too long. So we'll go back to the 13-inch. Just a different spring rate. We're gonna try some stuff. Screw it back on. What did you do today, Caiden?
Bagged apples and propane.
A bag of hot apples.
Yeah.
Full bag of apples. Dump a lot of propane, didn't you?
Yep.
They sell a lot of this time of year.
Yeah.
My thing to, so I guess that's where it needs to go. Alright. Let's go hang it. Throw a bolt in the top of it there. I'll grab it. Sorry for making everybody dizzy. And my ugly close up.
Hey, give me the bolt.
Yeah, what to do with it? Here it is. I'll kick his heat off a minute. Oh. No, I'll do it that way like I gave it to you. No.
Oh.
Yeah, do it.
I thought I was putting it upside down.
It was getting into that bar, so I'm gonna run it like it was. A little bit. Alright. Let's just set it there for a minute. We'll hook it up after a while.
You coming over tomorrow?
Yeah, probably.
Well, I come over to do it, but
I don't know yet. Let's see.
what's that? I was gonna see if we can send this think it's just that top bolt and it plugs in. I think, and it clamps on the bottom.
Depending on how bad shape yours is in.
Oh, that piece that's broke on my driver's side headlight.
Yeah.
It's the actual headlight that's broke on my truck.
Oh.
That's why it's wired.
Alright, we're getting her. Hey, we gotta put that catch can back on. Or not catch can, but where you pour the grease back in the rear end.
Oh yeah.
Remember right there? Yeah, we will.
Please. Empty it, is that what you said?
That can goes back in. That can you put the grease in? Oh, for the rear end. Bring that, hook that, if you don't care, hook that, battery box, that charger, we'll charge this thing. Hold on guys, we'll close out the video here in a second.
I didn't know it was recording.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you something, that way you can.
Probably shouldn't have said anything.
Yeah, you act normal then. We gotta get a drink of Mountain Dew.
If I act weird in the videos, I don't mean to. I just don't know what to do.
Tell him to be himself. Get that extension cord while you're at it. You've already plugged me in. Good. I think it's going. Sorry guys, it quit recording when we was hooking up the battery charger, and oh, I think we got company. Hold on a second. Come on in. How are you?
What's going on? All right.
You guys good?
Yeah. Yeah. Casey's coming here in the next 15 or 20 minutes, so we said we're come down here a minute.
I'll hang out.
He's on his way.
Yeah. Hey, you're on the video. Do you care?
What?
You care?
Oh.
No.
We're gonna close the video out so you can close it out with it. Sound
No,
good?
it's fine. I got a YouTube channel myself.
Tell them what it is.
Go subscribe to my YouTube channel, Braxton Pro.
Yeah. This is I don't think you see Jim, or I don't think you see you over there. That's Braxton. Did you guys hear him? So, what was your YouTube?
Braxton Pro.
Pro? Braxton Pro. Okay. But yeah, we got the front end back on, and
Heard you all were making a list of what you need for that car.
yeah, right here it is. Here is the list. Oh, he ain't hurting it. But there is a list. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess we better close this video. We'll try to film some more. We'll get this one posted, try to film some more. Go ahead, tell them about the sponsor there. We'll be done, I guess.
Yeah, you do it.
What is
You
it?
do it.
Feel weird.
Yeah, do it.
Whippoorwill Custom Cabinetry and Martha at Ace Bookkeeping in Paintsville. She come on too. You know Martha now? Yeah.
She does my taxes.
Oh, she does yours?
She's
Okay,
good.
yeah. Well, she come on board with us this year, so
Good.
we're gonna get her added to the car. But I'll show them. Let me show them the setup we got. We had to come up with. We had to see that selfie stick I made to film with. It's zip tied, and it's zip tied to that pole that's got a stand and it's on wheels.
Huh?
But we'll see you on the next one.